Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome to our weekly session. This week we're going to be talking about your fitness resume. So, what does that mean? Your fitness resume is the equivalent of your resume, but you give it to any job that you are looking to achieve in terms of teaching a Zumba class, or whether you're a trainer or whatever the case may be. So your fitness resume is going to have everything. Hey everyone! Your fitness resume is going to have everything that has to do in terms of your certifications, your insurance, your continuing education, your any relevant experience, classes you've taken, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, that have to do with in the fitness world and what you're teaching. So for Zumba, a lot of it's part-time for us, right? So we have a full-time job, and then we teach our fitness class like in the evening. Oh, I see your little hearts. I love you guys. We teach our class in the evening or whatever the case may be, weekends, whatever. So for that, when you're applying for those jobs, you know, some people don't think, okay, you apply for a job, you give them your resume, right? But your resume, your regular work resume is not really relevant in most cases to your fitness resume. So, for example, it doesn't really matter if you are like 10 years at whatever administrative job you have for teaching Zumba, right? So a lot of these are two different worlds. So you need to really, really showcase your abilities on your fitness resume as opposed to your other resume. And because a lot of the times they're so different, you really want to have them highlighted, or else everything you've done in Zumba is just going to get lost in the other work that you've done. So definitely have a fitness resume. So the structure of the fitness resume is definitely this. It's similar to the structure of a of your regular resume, but it's gonna, like I said, have everything pertaining to what you've done in the fitness world. So in the top of it, you're definitely gonna have your objective, what you want to achieve, whether it's your availability as a Zumba class, you want to be a trainer, whatever the case may be. Definitely highlight what it is you're trying to do for that gym or that studio, because there are so many different jobs when it comes to the gym, right? So you never know. You don't want your resume to be lost in the pile of somebody applying to be a receptionist, for example, or a personal trainer, for example. So you definitely want to highlight what you're doing in terms of what you're teaching, right? So say I'm seeking to achieve a part-time position teaching Zumba classes weekly on Thursday nights or whatever the case may be. And then you're going to immediately after that put in your certifications that you've done. So the certifications that you've done for Zen members, that's going to be your B1, if you've done your B2, if you've done your gold, if you've done your step, if you've done your toning, if you've done whatever, right? All of your certifications. If you've done other fitness certifications, definitely put those in there as well, because it is the fitness world. Anything pertaining to those to fitness is going to apply. They're going to interchange a little bit, right? Zumba is a dance fitness program, so if you, for example, body pump or something, then you're going to have a lot of knowledge about muscle memory. You're going to have a lot of knowledge about how different forms should be used in different movements. So if you've done that, even though it's not dance fitness, you can still apply it, and it definitely broadens your expertise. So definitely put that in there as well. A lot of the times, if you've been doing it for a while, you're going to have a lot of different stuff that you've done over time. Put it in chronological order, and then it'll be kind of systematically organized. Immediately after that, you should put. Oh, let me see if there's any questions. See everybody joined in. Hi. All right. Oh, hi, Crystal. All right. Immediately after that, you're going to put your experience that you've had in the fitness industry, whether that is pertaining to fitness, specifically teaching those classes, or if you've just been in around it. So if you've used to sell gym memberships, put that in there, because you're going to know that's going to be applicable to you knowing what your participants, your members have gone through to be in that room. So the more you understand about the actual fitness industry, the more well-rounded and structured that you're going to be. So That being said, so if you've worked as a receptionist or you were a personal trainer or whatever the case may be, definitely put that in there. And of course, your teaching history. So you're going to put that in there, chronological order as well. And then you will highlight the things that you've done. And like any job, every resume that you submit should be tweaked a little bit so that it applies specifically to that job. You want to show the employer, the manager, the whatever, that you're taking the time to really highlight your skills to see what you can bring for them as a company, for them as a class. Good thing about Zumba is itself its own little bubble. So however you're highlighting your resume for Zumba is going to be applicable to all the Zumba places that you're applying to. So easy peasy. So that's just a side note for any other resume, or if you're tweaking it for a similar position in a gym, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. So after you have that, so first you have what your prerogative is, what you're doing there. Next, you're going to have your list of certifications in chronological order, everything inside of Zumba and outside of Zumba, because they all apply in the fitness world. And then after, you're going to have your relevant teaching and work experience, and of course highlight any things that you've done. If you've Zumba, we love to do Zumbathons and charity events and stuff like that, so that's going to be you're going to highlight that as well. So you're going to have another section for continuing education and another section for other or special, special events, et cetera, et cetera. So so after your experience section, you're going to have your continuing education session, and this is going to be things like Zumba convention, which I'll see you guys there. Zumba convention, things like your jam sessions, which I'll see you guys in my jams too, and anything that you've done in terms of continuing education credits. So Zumba convention, Zumba jams, there's Zumba boosts, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If you went on the cruise, it's not technically continuing education, but I always learn a lot. I'm always re-inspired, so hope to see you guys there too. But definitely anything that applies to continuing education, put in there. So there's lots of different things that you could put, like jams. Excuse me, getting over a cough. So then after that section, you are going to put in an other section or a special event section or something like that to show that you're invested in the community. You want to put in that you're an active Zen member. If you are, please be a Zen member. You want to put in that you're an active Zen member in there, and you want to put in any events that you've been a part of. So any effort that you've put in, whether it's to promote or market, or even you're sharing stuff on Facebook or whatever the case may be, anytime you're supporting Zumba as a program or the events surrounding it, you are growing it. You are growing it. So your potential employers should know that you're very, very invested in the program. You're not just there to just, be there and leave, So in that section, and this is the hard part to think, because there's so many events you want to put, but definitely sit down, think about it, and usually before you become instructors, you fall in love with the program first, right? So you can put in the stuff that you've been to as supporting as a participant, right, as well, just to show that you've been in the Zumba community for a while, if that is the case for you. So in that section, chronological order as well, because it can get messy. If you've led a warm-up, if you've done team teaching, if you've helped promote an event or whatever the case may be, put that in that section, because then you're showing your employer, you're highlighting that you are invested in this program, that you're invested in the community, and that you are the top prospect for teaching that class and getting that position, right? So these are the things that will make you stand out as an instructor, because, Zumba's infectious. We love it. We love to teach it. We love to go to it. We love dancing. We love laughing. We love smiling, right? But it's hard to showcase that on a piece of paper before they meet you or before you do your audition, right? So having a fitness resume organized and highlighting those things that really, really, really highlight that you are invested in this program, then will make you really stand out as a prospect for getting and maintaining a class as well. All right, so, and also things to keep in mind is that a lot of the times the person in charge of hiring you or filling the Zumba class position maybe doesn't take Zumba, maybe doesn't really know what it is, maybe doesn't maybe doesn't like it. I don't know, but there are different reasons why they might not be entirely invested in the program as you are. A lot of the times these people grow from a personal training position and start managing the group exercise. A lot of the times they grow from other group exercise programs and start managing the group exercise. And there's a lot of different combinations of why they're not going to be 100% Zumba savvy, right? So when you show all these things, like if you write Zumba jam session, they're not going to know what you're talking about. So, right, we know, we love it, we go. Like, you say that to another Zen member, they're like, yeah, we love it. You say that to a ZJ, we're singing for you. But if you write Zumba jam session, definitely put in what that means, right? You can write continuing education session conducted by a Zumba choreographer, blah, blah, blah. You can say includes new choreography, includes technique, and all that stuff. And you can ask a ZJ, you can ask me whatever you want to write in there. Or if it says the specific ZJ that you went to, then we can definitely help you with the description, right? Because there's rhythm jams and there's choreo jams. And like I said, the person looking at your resume might not know the difference, might not know really anything, might just be another language to them when they're reading it. So you want to use words that are clear and concise and really actually are like prevalent in the full English language, not just our Zumba world language, right? That way the people that are reading it are not going to be thinking they're reading hieroglyphs, right? So that is my little speech on fitness resumes. I hope that helped you guys. If you just joined in, no worries, it's going to be posted, and we will definitely keep going with our Fridays. I hope everyone has an amazing weekend. I don't see any questions, so no worries. I hope everybody has an incredible weekend. There's a crazy storm here. Crazy. So I hope it's much nicer where you are and that you have an incredible weekend. Aside from that, I will be at a special location for you next Friday. So definitely tune in next Friday and I will announce it. But I will be at a very special location and we'll be doing our Facebook chat live from there. But I will be announcing it later because it's a surprise. Okay, so hi, Alexander. So have an amazing Friday. Have an amazing weekend. Have an amazing week. And we have a question. All right. Hold that thought. As someone who just became Zen recently, my fitness resume would essentially be blank. What would be the best way to start a resume? Oh, smart. That's a very good question. Oh, hi, Caillou. How's it going? So, for somebody who has not done, who does not have a full extensive fitness resume, you definitely want to highlight your objectives. So your objectives are going to be why you're there. You really want to showcase why you're there, that you're invested, that you want to do this program, that you want to fill that resume, right? So definitely you can put in how long you've been taking Zumba as well. You can put in jams. You were at my jam. So definitely put in anything you've done in terms of continuing education. If you plan on going to convention, if you are, well, you'd be registered if you are. So anything you're doing to push you towards filling that resume, throw it in there. So, and this is also going to have, excuse me, and part of the fitness resume is not fully the experience, it's showing that you're equipped to teach. So if you're at the end of it as well, you're going to want to highlight that you have insurance, that you, for Canada, if you have excuse me, CanFit Pro fitness instructors specialist certification, or if in the States if you have AFA, whatever it is, you want to highlight that you are fully equipped and ready to be teaching a class. So what does that mean? For every gym, they're going to ask for something a little bit differently, so you might want to check it out. You might want to see exactly what they need. Some gyms don't require the sound license because they have it. Some gyms don't require insurance because you'd be an employee, but it depends on each facility that you are looking to teach in. So figure out what exactly they need, make sure you have it, and then write it down. All right? Because also these positions are, of course, part-time, right? So it's not necessarily, you don't have to have like 10 years of experience or anything like that. You just have to show that you are qualified, you are invested and that you are eager to teach the class. So in terms of having not so much experience, in terms of work experience in Zumba, definitely put in that maybe you've been taking Zumba classes for 5 years. Perfect. Maybe you've already attended my jam. I think you've attended some other jams too. Put that in there. You have your B1, maybe you have your B2. Put that in there. You went to Zumba convention. Maybe you're planning on going to convention. Put that in there. And then in those sections, you can also spend a little bit more time highlighting what you did there. So in your B1 training, you'll write Zumba Basic 1 training, and the person who's reading it is not going to know what you're talking about, right? So you can put in 8-hour workshop or 9-hour certification session that teaches how to conduct a proper Zumba fitness class, showcasing merengue, reggaeton, cumbia, and salsa, right? You say focuses on all the basic movements, how to execute them safely and properly in a classroom setting. So you can highlight the things that we did specifically in B1 and in the jam as well. So you could say you went to a merengue jam. We focused on exclusive choreography. We focused on merengue technique, how it should be conducted in a Zumba class safely and effectively, and just show the things that you've done to make you a proper and ready instructor, right? So you don't necessarily have to have a full-on book to read about how much classes you've taught, but it will definitely help when you highlight that you are ready and equipped, right? And always keep in mind, whenever you're writing something, anything, whether it's Zumba related or not, you want to write it so that even the person who doesn't know what you're talking about can understand, because you never know where that resume is going to end up, and they are they're looking at these Zumba terms and they don't really know what they mean. But if you have those bullets on there highlighting what a jam session means, what does B1 mean, what does Zumba convention mean, all those things, then they will have a better idea of what it is you're doing above and beyond taking your certification to become ready and fully equipped to teach that class. All right, so I hope that answers your question. If you have another one, just throw it in there. Excuse me. So that's my speech on the fitness resume. I know it's a little bit of it's one of these, but that's okay. The good thing about the fitness resume is that for Zumba is that you don't really have to tweak it so much in terms of each place you're applying to, because you want to teach Zumba, and Zumba has kind of like the umbrella of what should be done in there. So it'll be easier once you have one. It'll be easier to kind of deliver it and make sure you get those jobs, get those Zumba jobs. Let's see. Thank you so much, Nadine. I appreciate the advice. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. If anybody has questions about that stuff, definitely let me know. Okay, so that's my speech about fitness resumes. I hope it helps you. If you just got here, no problem. I'm gonna be reposting it. It will be on live. And like I said, next week our Friday session is gonna be from a very, very so I will be announcing that later in the week, but don't want to miss it. Okay, so I will see you guys next Friday. Have an awesome weekend, awesome weekend, and I will see you a week from now. All right.